John Boy and Olivia be able to forgive Grandpa Zeb for selling their horse to Kurt Willard tonight at 6 p.m. on the Waltons? Find out later. But first, here's the Thamesmen.
How you doing?
I am not bad. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. And I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
He is George in Los Angeles, and my name is Alexander. I am currently in San Francisco, due to be moving up to Colorado pretty soon.
Wow, so you're going to become a mountain man?
I am going to become a mountain. I'm going to get myself a big old belt buckle, a pickup truck, and a limp.
And sort of like shirts with sort of, you get a different wardrobe, are you?
Plaid
shirts, are you?
Yeah. Going to get plaid shirts. And there's honest people doing honest stuff up there.
So why are you going?
To have a look at the stuff. Because I'm going to come up in my San Franciscan ways, and I'm not going to pretend I'm not Californian, and I'm going to just say I'm British.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right. That sounds very sensible.
And open up a pug ranch. And breed pugs. Yes, absolutely.
Are you going to do afternoon teas?
No, just don't be flippant now. There was
good money in afternoon tea, I'll have you know.
There was, we were talking about pug ranch before, and one of our subscribers, a long-time pug owner, we were chatting. They said they would be up there like a shot if there was pug ranch and you could stay up there.
I saw a great comment where they had another name for your ranch, which was, I think it was Pug Pines. I thought that was kind of cool.
Pug Pines, that's a good one as well. Well, I've just got the URL, Casa Pug.
Casa Pug, oh, are you?
Yes,
okay. All right.
Home of pug. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to do a whole Casa Pug line. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Casa Pug or my pugs or breeding pugs, which I would love to talk to you about. We are here to talk about Heilung.
Heilung. So a couple of things. We have a Wheel of Fortune, and it is picking out tracks for us. And the one that came up was Heilung, which we had done one track of, and I loved it. And it took us by surprise, shall we say?
Well, no, it didn't land on me. I'll be truthful. I probably wasn't in the mood for it at the time, and it didn't land on me. But I mean, the only fair thing I could do is give it another go. And when the Wheel of Fortune spun around, I thought, yeah, great, this is good. This is good, exactly what I do want, And so this is, and people said you got to see them live, and these were people I really rate, a long time subscribers of ours, and they said, no, give it another try, see the live. So we got a live track.
Yeah, they said particularly was something called Castle Fest, which I actually don't know anything about, which was there was a 2017 performance, and the track by Heilung, are we saying that right? Is LIFA, Krigsgaldr. That's apologies, because I just butchered that. But anyway, and we've got a couple of little notes.
Go on and read the little notes.
Little notes, it's short notes. It says, this catchy little number from their first album is a war chant that talks about the joy of peaceful existence. But when it is threatened, the way of the sword is taken up in defence.
And for those who don't know, if they're just coming in this Stone Cold, basically it took me by surprise because it is harking back to very old, ancient, medieval, beyond that.
I think pre-medieval, because I mentioned medieval and I got pulled up on that. It was pre-medieval. It's sort of, the sort of very early Iron Age, Bronze Age, Stone Age kind of instrumentations and things like that, and interpretation of very early days.
Right, yeah. So, I probably just didn't have my ear in that day. So let's give this a go, shall we?
Yeah, exactly. Are you ready?
I am. Are you ready?
I'm ready. That's it.
Okay,
are you ready?
Right.
3, 2, 1, go. mic stands. That's a great sound.
strong shall become iron. A word so mighty roar of war, revealing my divine anger's arrows shall strike all action for the good of all. I see my reflection in your eyes. Your age has just begun. Sword is soft, the fire of the furnace. It hungers to be hit and wants to have 100 sisters. In the coldest state of their existence, they may dance the maddest in the morass of the red rain. Beloved brother, enemy, I sing my soul song for you, the lullaby of obliteration, so I can wake up with a smile. Bliss in my heart and bliss in my heart. Bliss in my heart. Coexistence, conflict, combat, devastation, regeneration, transformation. That is the best I can do for you. I see a great loom on the horizon. Promises a powerful sun to rise. No matter though, it will make me a fire. Some purification, purification. Look like dying ember. 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 Look like dying ember.
Now that was different. Okay, I they are insanely good at what they do.
Yes, they are insanely what they do. They're very good. It's super tribal, obviously.
And super sort of like layers built up, just like all those elements that go into, just with like for her, like just tapping on the bone, which was just like underlying the whole thing, you know. And I think one of the comments said that they used human bones and they have trouble bringing them into other countries because they're human bones or something like that. Like, I don't know if that's true or not, but, you know, it's just like taking it to another level in some regards.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. No, I enjoyed that one more. Definitely, I think also, well, first of all, seeing them live was better than, I think, the studio track, because, you know, you felt the energy of the crowd. But I think there's one better than that, and that's actually been there. Because then you would have actually felt the resonance of the bass.
Yeah.
And it would have really got very kind of, you know, very tribal, very in your face, because you would have felt the sound as well. It's very hard from watching a video to kind of, you know, I would have thought with a tribal chant, you actually want to be there chanting with them to join in. Very hard on the video to actually kind of take it away. But the thing is also, they could also be super cheesy for what they do, and they're not. They pulled that off. They did absolutely, you know, it was, much better live.
And I love that call and response. It was sort of like that throat singing kind of style, you know, where there's sort of the challenge and the sort of the responses. It was a really sort of powerful sound. I mean, the whole thing had power, you know, like a really deep power. Like, started off with that low, the sort of horns and the low notes. And I always hook into that very heavy bass sound, you know, because it is sort of like something deep down. Like you said, if you were in the field, if you're in a field at a festival with, you know, 100,000 people, and it was that sound, and you were under the stars, I think you would be transposed to a different place. You know,
it makes me want to, start forging a sword.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
you want to get your anvil out, and you want some sparks flying, and, you know, you want
go and get the pet rabbit.
What are you going to do with
skin it?
I mean, skin it,
and then get the bones. You know,
don't say that to my son.
Wear it. Exactly, just have a little. Just be a junior member.
I did love their mic stands. I mean, I am a geek, and I love their mic stands with their antlers and things. But they'd put like a mic clip in it, and they'd had a skull. It came through the skull and stuff like that.
And not only that, on they had a bone up that way and a bone that way, but an Allen key bit. It was just like, it's adjustable.
It was a lot of work. The other thing actually I really liked was I don't know her name, but her vocal. I think she's got.
That was good.
It reminded me of
very clear.
Yeah, but there was some. I was trying to remember. There was an album I used to listen to. Was it A Giant Leap or something? Which was a sort of not her. I'm just getting sidetracked this for a second. It was in the 2000s. I think it was called A Giant Leap. Two musicians went around the world.
Oh yes, I remember that album. And they had a Mac and they went around the world.
And they collected sounds of all these different tribal groups in different areas.
Yeah, I remember.
And then
they
stitched.
It was a good album.
There was some great tracks on there.
Yeah.
But that was going back to the roots of music and stuff. And there was something about it at moments reminded me of that era, that sound. I think you know. So,
well. The Wheel of look, I gave another go. I actually took more away from that than I thought I would.
Yeah.
I think the next bit would be to skin the rabbit and go and see him live.
Ooh,
you know,
that would be pretty wild. I think. You know, I think that would be. I think that'd be worth a trip. You know, so to speak.
Well, shall we see what's coming up next?
Whoa! Is it time for
the Wheel of
Fortune?
Okay, so we've got Lou Reed, Mamas and Papas, Johnny Winter, Kelsey Chambers. Everyone's been going on and on and on about Kelsey bloody Chambers.
I think there's a plot. I think there's a Discord group or something like that, or it's bots, maybe. You know, I think.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah. Ready? Count me in. Get the orchestra.
Okay, are you ready, Jim? All right. Yeah, we're ready. All right.
Count me in.
3, 2, 1, go.
This is for tomorrow's show, or not tomorrow, next week's show.
Extreme? Well, that's interesting. Now, that's a name that I remember from a while ago, and I was flicking through the notes, and we won't give it away, but there's something very interesting about this.
All right, well, I'll put the automatic
press button
away. Ready?
Oh, you're so professional. This is why we call it a low-budget, high-value entertainment show. Wasn't that entertaining?
It's very low budget.
Very low budget. But if you want to make our budget better, like and subscribe. That will help.
Oh, head over to the Patreon channel,
Patreon as
support
well.
this.
Yeah.
And then we're also considering bringing the laser scoreboard back.
And the one we really want to do is the conveyor belt.
Yes.
The conveyor belt of somethings.
Yes.
Come up with a good name. come up with a good name for that. The conveyor belt.
No, you just did the conveyor belt or something.
I just think of the conveyor belt of truth.
Ooh. Anyway, so join us tomorrow. Thank you for Heilung or whatever, and thank you for Chris for putting that jaunty little track towards us. Catchy little number.
I've got something else I want to do. Can I put it down? The model railway of dreams. We have like a train go by on tracks. Can we do that?
And join us tomorrow, and we will be doing extreme, whatever that is. All right. I'll see you on the model railway of despair, the middle-aged railway of lost hope.
Oh, wait. But anyway,
yeah.
See you later.
You and Rod Stewart. Bye.